Hello and welcome back to another episode on the Create mod. In the last episode, we made a mining machine that can be transported with the cart assembly and just a mine cart. It's super convenient. And we got 20 diamonds out of the mining session. I wouldn't consider it a session, the mining activity. And I do plan on spending that today, but I also want to get into some enchanting. So if we look up the enchantment thingy, I need powdered obsidian, which is crushing obsidian. If you don't know, we don't have crushers. And they need to be made in mechanical crafters. So if we want to do this, we have to be all fancy schmancy and get a lot of stuff. But I'm going to make some tools first, but I want to do it on camera so that you guys could see it. So let's do that. I'm probably going to make a pickaxe and an axe. And then maybe a, what's it called? A stupid... Maybe a chest plate? No, I think I'm going to make leggings because eventually I'll get an elytra and we will grow out of the chest plate need. But I think the rest we can just keep there for now. And I think now the plan is to get working on the crushing wheel. So in order to make that, we need 21 mechanical crafters. And I think we already have everything we need for the mechanical crafters specifically. So I guess let's just make that right now. I suppose I'll just make crafting. We can make those, and there we go. Boom. So we have 21 of these, and we got to set it up in kind of a weird way. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we need to put the crafters in this formula, if that's the right word. So actually I might make, let's see, I might make 4 more, which would mean 6 more because they make it in sets of 3. Just so that we can have a 25 5x5 square. And I think that would make more sense, just like vibes wise. So let's do that quickly. I do need more of the these things, the electron tubes, and therefore more rose quartz. But we should actually be able to make that now because we have redstone. So that's great. And then after that, we also need 2 crafting tables. So now we can make this bad boy. Oh, I should have done that twice instead of only once. And then we can throw these in here. And there we go. We have 27, which is enough for an entire thing. I will say this is getting a little bit intense with the stress unit meters and such. So I'm actually going to make and use some clutches. We only have 1 right now, but they're really not too expensive at all. And this is mostly going to be just so that we can... Let's see, I want to make a couple levers. Just so we can turn off some of the machinery. Most importantly, the mechanical crafters and eventually the crusher. But we might as well do it for all of these bad boys. Alright, so yeah, the power comes in from there. So I will have to put the clutch just right here. That's actually really helpful because then, if we just... I guess we have to make it. But if we put the lever on this stone brick block, we can just turn off that whole section. Awesome, and we can do the same thing over here. Yeah. Okay, so that's super great. And that gives us a ton more space and... I don't know what the right word is. Stress units for the crafters, and eventually the crushing wheel. I am thinking for the ground floor, I don't know if we want to go brick or if we want to go stone brick, but I do kind of want to put down a floor here quickly, just so we don't have to deal with all of the annoying, like, jumping up and down, trying to get around places where it should just be flat. Maybe my guess is going to be stone brick is going to look better. So I suppose we go with that and see what it looks like. Ooh, actually, I did just remember there is a thing called smooth stone, and I think that actually would look super good. And more importantly, it wouldn't be really used in the rest of the walls or build. So I think it will contrast pretty well. Oh, I forgot that I could pick stuff up. What a silly me. Awesome. So I'm just going to use full blocks here. I don't think I'll run into any issues of running out of cobblestone just ever, let alone on this kind of small floor. But that does mean I'm going to take down this house. In house with big quotes. It's barely a house. I outgrew it basically immediately and just didn't even bother building it. I don't think that really counts. And then I have to remove this grass floor from inside the building, but that shouldn't really take too long. And we are back. This floor didn't take too long. I just had to smelt like 3 inventories worth of stone, which is a little bit worrying for how big the walls and stuff are going to be, and that I need to make 3 other buildings. But I digress. Oh, I didn't think about this being a different color. Oops, whatever. We can now get started on the mechanical crafters. I think we'll just put them over on this wall here. I think that makes the most amount of sense. If you look here, this is one mechanical crafting block, and you can see that there's an arrow that goes up. We can rotate this, and that decides where the blocks go when you're crafting them, if that makes sense. You'll see in a minute here, while I build this up. It is really quite simple. You just set up a 5x5 array. Oh shoot, I need to do this the right way. Are you kidding? Okay. And depending on where they line up is where the item pops out and how the thing is crafted, basically. So I want the item to pop out here, and then I'm just going to have everything kind of feed upward here. And then obviously these need to go this way so that they all go towards the center there. And there's probably a right way to do this, but I don't really care. You know? Like, there's probably a correct way speed-wise to do it, but it's pretty much gonna all be the same, so I don't really mind. Alright, well, there we go. So what'll happen is... Actually, I'll just show you in a minute when I set up the... What's it called? The system itself. And that should be set up now. I will just need to turn on this lever over here. There we go. So it should now be spinning. Yep, we can see now that it is spinning. Oh, does each one use 256 stress units? Oh, yikes. So it is still working. I can now, allegedly, turn this off, and this should still be spinning. Yes, awesome. So just to confirm that I have all the materials, I need a bunch of andesite, some wood, and a stone thing. So I think it should work pretty simply if we surround this and then put the andesite casings around that. Okay, that is fine. That means we can't use just straight andesite. I think it has to be polished, which is not an issue. I think I have polished granite in here. Yep. I just wanted to use not a polished version if I didn't have to. And once I put this in, this should start going. You might have to give it a redstone signal, which I think is actually what you have to do. So let's... Yep. Okay, so you have to turn it on, and then as you saw, all the things like scooted into the middle and then slid over, and now we have 2 crushing wheels, which use a ton of power. So I'll probably have to reduce the RPMs on that to actually let it be powered on. But I suppose we will see. And I think we probably just want to put them here-ish. I'm gonna try. Let's see. I don't have many building blocks. I'm gonna try to just like put one here and see what that looks like. That looks great, fabulous. And then the other one I think needs to be a block away, 2 blocks away, however many blocks this is. Yeah, this looks right. And they both need to spin in the same direction and both need to spin towards the center. I don't know if it'll do it itself, but I suppose we will find out. Oh, that doesn't reach. Okay. That is okay. We can always just do 2 shafts. And I suppose they need to be inverted, so how in the world do you do that? A gearbox between them, I suppose? Which actually shouldn't be that difficult. So if we connect them both up to this thing, and I guess in this case we'll need to do dual gearboxes, which I'm never a fan of, but whatevs. And then we can throw one of these down there. And I'm doing this first, just normally, because I don't know which direction they're going to spin. So I'm not even bothering figuring it out beforehand. But let's do this. Ah, yes. So, overstressed, because duh. But I guess I needed a rotation speed controller to slow this thing down. Oh, but they're both spinning the correct way, which is always great. So we don't need to super worry about that. I do want to throw a clutch in here, though. If we just put it here and throw a lever on that, that can be turned off now. And then everything else is turned off. I think this should be usable at full speed. It is. The mechanical crafter takes up a ton. Because this is only 2,000 and my windmill, which I also expanded to max size, can do about 8,000. So we actually should be good to go here. And now, I think it's best if I make a chute, which is basically just a hopper, but kind of like barely fancier. And actually, what I can do... If I put a thingy here, can I do that? No. I'm curious if I can put one there and connect a belt up to both of these? No. What in the world is going on, though? Oh, you can. Okay, okay, okay. I just had to finagle it a little bit. And then I can... I suppose I'll put it here. Why would you do it that way? I can now put this thing here, and eventually, when we're crushing stuff, it'll go down onto the belt and hopefully be fine. Yeah! And then we can pick it up. I don't know if we can pick it up. Yeah, we can. I just didn't know if we could pick it up from the belt itself. If we look up a chute... Oh, it is astonishingly cheap and simple to make. We just gotta smash this bad boy a couple of times. There we go, we have a chute. I'm gonna grab a chest or two. We also want... Is it a funnel? It is! Oh, I'm so smart. An andesite funnel, that's pretty darn cheap. And then this one is a little bit fancier. You can use this for like adding filters and stuff, I think. But for our use case, we don't need that yet. What? What? Oh, I need dried kelp. You're so lame. I have it. Okay, never mind. You're cool. You're all right. I can deal. It's okay. I overreacted and I apologize. Please forgive. I think I think I actually might need to do something fancier there. But we can... Let's throw a chest down here. I think actually it would be better if this works. Perhaps? This looks like it'll work. Ah! Stop it. And then we just need to put a bad boy here. Uh-oh. You know what? I feel like I deserve that a little bit for just jumping into the things called crushing wheels. I'm surprised I died slowly. Like, I feel like I died really slowly, given the notorious nature of a thing called crushing wheels. Whoopsies. But let me do that. There we go. And I can remove this. And now if we put a chest up here, I should be able to just crush stuff. So let's try crush dirt and see what happens. I actually don't know what dirt crushes into. So I suppose let's check. Literally nothing, so it's a good thing I didn't do that. But things like gravel and cobblestone will work. Okay. Let's crush this. And we should see... Heck yeah, there we go. We get 7 gravel. And then we can crush this into sand. Beautiful, and we get some flint. Love flint. Love me some flint. Awesome, so this is now set up. I do want to be able to toggle this off. And we can't run both of these at the same time, so this also needs to be a separate toggle thing. Which is hopefully okay. Actually, you know what? A lever there isn't too bad. I did get rid of all of my cobblestone, so I can't make another one. I wonder what turning sand does. Oh, it destroys it. Great. Glad I did that. Well, now let's belt this bad boy up. And now this is connected. And now we should be good. I just need to make a lever and put it there, and then that is all set up with its own on and off switch. And there we go. That is now off and... Ooh. Wait, how did you overstress yourself? What? You were fine before. Oh, the deployers are running. What is the best way to do this? I don't know how to slow down RPMs. I need to probably make another rotation speed controller, which I think is probably necessary anyway, because I don't need the crafting machines to go that fast. And I would like to be able to use something other than the crafting machines while I'm using the crafting machines, so that would be good. And it is literally free because I already have the precision mechanism, so that was easy. I can now run over here and fix it. My only worry is actually precisioning and doing this. Beautiful, there we go. I do just need to put back in the clutch lever. I just don't know where it is. I also want to make sure that this is fast enough still. This takes 64 stress units each, which, believe it or not, it might be a lot. I don't know. I'm not a wizard. All right, there we go. And just blocking that off. And now they take 32 stress units each and are way slower, but at least they function. This also works. Love that. And they're all on separate systems so that we can actually use them properly, which is always great. One thing we can do, actually, I don't even know. What do? I needed these crushing wheels for something. I needed obsidian dust. Why did I need that? Because I needed to enchant. There we go. And I need a sturdy sheet, and I need lava and a spout. You know what? I don't want to do the enchanting stuff right now. So instead, what I'm going to do is I am going to move this all around and hopefully make something storage-wise that looks not terrible. And maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll do something. Who knows? Lapis compacting drawer is so stupid, but it's whatevs. Alright, and now we have all these other ones. I'm gonna just set them aside here because I don't know which ones I want to put where yet. I think dirt, stone, cobblestone, bricks, granite, sure, all need to go in the same spot, but like these two things, who in the world is ever gonna use those? Alright, and then I just need to grab the rest of these. I low-key want to change those out for oak-colored ones. There is a way to make like a framed drawer. Let's see. Oh, is there not? Am I silly? Are we sure? I guess so. Maybe that's a different thing. Maybe that's a mod on top of storage drawers that was used in Vault Hunters, but not this. I just assumed. And then this thing is pretty much the last thing. I'm going to put that right next to the compacting drawers, and then I'll just fill out what I think is going to be the most useful. Alright, so this is set up again, and I'm just re-enabling and locking everything. That should be good for storage purposes. I suppose now is the time to get into enchanting, but this is already the end of the episode, so I am going to leave it here. Thank you all so much for watching. We made quite a bit of progress. We now have a floor. We now have mechanical crafters, crushing wheels, and separate circuits for each of the 4 things that we have so far. And in the next episode, we'll get to enchanting. Hopefully. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, be sure to like and consider subscribing. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.